guys, welcome back to my vegan kitchen. We're still in the middle of a pandemic, but there's one thing that's certain. We still gotta eat. So tonight, or today, I have been inspired by an Instagram post from Jackie Soban. You might recognize her from the many cookbooks that she's written. Vegan Yak Attack. I'll leave all her links in the info box below so you could go check her out as well. But she had a beautiful lentil pasta one pot dish. So I was like intrigued. Back in the day, I used to do a Martha Stewart one pot spaghetti dinner that had like all fresh tomato and onion and everything all in one pot. So I figured, hey, let me give that a try. And then I was going to do it exactly like she had it, but I don't have any of the ingredients that she had, so I'm doing my own version of it. But I will link all the things about her stuff in there as well, so you could see what I did differently and what the original was. So I'm going to start off the same as her by sautéing some onion and some olive oil. So I have my heavy bottom pot over here. It's a real heavy bottom day. My stove is really quick, so I'm just going to do mine on medium-high. Don't worry about the measurements because I will have all of the ingredients listed with the measurements in the bottom for one batch. I'm cooking an entire vat of food today because I love having leftovers and we're big eaters, so I'm tripling her recipe pretty much. Look at all these onions!
Whoa.
This is triple the amount of onions she had, so. Yeah, and it smells amazing already. Can you just smell it? Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're going to let this do its thing while I cut up my 2 pounds of broccoli, and we'll check back. Alright, the onions are starting to look translucent. They were cooking for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to add our lentils. We're going to saute them for like 2 minutes. And then we're going to add our mounds and mounds of broccoli.
Whoa.
Some people, this is probably too much broccoli for some people, but we really love our broccoli. And I like to cut it like this big. A lot of people like to shred it up so it's not in there. You know what I got to say to that? You do you. If you like small broccoli, do small broccoli. If you like big broccoli, do big broccoli. So we're almost ready to add the big broccoli now. But first, let's add some of our spices. We've got sea salt, we've got paprika, we've got granulated garlic, and we got some sage in here as well. And I have to say, at any time, if it's looking too dry and it's starting to burn on the bottom, feel free to start adding some of your water. We're going to be adding bouillon, and we're going to be adding regular water. I'm starting off, well, I'm not going to say the amount because the one in the recipe below is going to be different amounts. But I'm going to start to add some of my designated water because I noticed it's sticking a little bit on the bottom and I don't want it to burn. So we'll just add some of that for right now. And now we'll add the broccoli. And then once the broccoli starts getting a little tender, we'll add the rest of the liquids. But right now the broccoli is going in. This is a lot of broccoli.
Yeah. You sure everything's gonna fit?
Oh, it's gonna fit. I hope.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, right? It'll fit, don't worry. We're going to cook this for a few minutes. In fact, on second thought, I'm just going to pour some more of this water in here. And since I don't really want my broccoli browned, I just want it steamed, I'm going to take the lid and put this on here and let it cook for like 5 minutes. I'm going to turn down the heat slightly. Alright, so this has been cooking for about 5 minutes. It's boiling on the bottom. So we're going to add most of the rest of our water. Yeah, we're going to add the rest of our water. The thing with this is you're supposed to use bouillon broth, but mine is a mix, so I didn't add the actual mix yet. So here's the paste. If yours that you use is salted. I don't think I would add much additional salt, but since this is unsalted, that's why I added my salt separately. Oh, so attractive.
Ew.
Alright, so that's that. We're also going to add some lemon. Perfect amount. We're going to add some nutritional yeast, aka Nooch. And we're going to add our pasta. I'm using small shells today. The original recipe called for rotini, so I went and estimated by the weight. So in the original recipe, I believe she used 170 grams of pasta. So this is about 454 grams of pasta, roughly a little bit under 3 times the amount. So that's how I adjusted my liquids. Let's hope it works, kids. If we need to thicken it up at the end, we'll just take the lid off and let it evaporate. Oh boy, I hope everything fits in here. We're going to give it a good stir. We're going to put the cover back on after we give it a good stir. And we're going to let it come up to the boil, and then we're going to turn down the heat and just let it simmer. And we're going to give it a stir every few minutes for about 10 minutes. Alright, so as you can see, everything is cooked and tender, but it's still quite soupy. We're going to add some flour over here, dissolved in a little bit of water. This is an old trick. You don't want to put flour into a hot liquid because it's going to clump up and you're going to get lumps. So what you do is you dissolve whatever you're going to use, whether it be flour or cornstarch or arrowroot, into some room temperature water. Make sure you mix all the lumps out, and then you pour that into the hot pot and give it a stir. And as soon as it comes to a boil, it's going to cook the flour and it's going to thicken your sauce so it won't be watery. So we give this a stir, and in just a couple of minutes, or just like 2 minutes, well, it is a couple, our sauce is going to be thick and we can serve dinner. Alright, here we go.
Ooh.
It
looks a little bit soupy.
It's a little bit soupy, but the thing about this, I feel like it's probably going to be better the next day after the noodles have a chance to suck up all the liquid.
Right.
Please don't burn your face off.
Why do you hate me?
While you're blowing on that, let me just show everybody that, yes, it's less soupy in the pan already because it's already soaking up all of the extra liquids. It would help if I showed you where I was mixing. All right.
I think I'm ready.
You're apprehensive.
Mmm.
It's like a
It's tasty.
stew.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lentil stew.
I like it.
Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of that.
Something a little different.
I'll have that on my desk by tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is a little bit different. I don't think I really do things like this too often.
We don't use the lentils that often.
No.
That one was a little harder.
All right, you take after your father. Did you burn yourself?
Not too bad.
Okay, good.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this recipe.
Check out Jackie Saban.
Yes.
Links in the info box below.
Let us know if you make this. Send us a photo. And like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And until next time, much love.